block content. What's happening, my block buddies? This is Block Content. My name is Callum, and today we're talking some Super Mario Odyssey, especially about a little green plumber called Luigi. Yeah, today we're actually talking some Luigi. Will he be playable in the latest game in the series or not? I think, yeah, we have some idea. We have some theories. We have some things that we can lean on from previous games. So I just thought it'd be really cool to, collectively think about this. And I want to hear from you guys in the comments. So today's comment question is, why do you think Luigi is in Super Mario Odyssey? So place it down in the comments and, well, of course, choose the best comment. The funniest one, the most amazing answer will, of course, appear in the next video. So thank you guys so much. Here is our new video on Luigi in Super Mario Odyssey. So yeah, Nintendo dodged a question about this at the Gamescom convention in Germany. And they basically said, they were asked, is Luigi in the new game? In some way or form, can we play as him? And they kind of dodged it in a very smart way, and mostly saying, like, there's always some surprises in store, so please stay tuned. Something like that. And an especially simple kind of PR, answer that they give. So that doesn't really give us much, but they didn't say no. And if the answer was no, they would have probably given a straight up no. So either they don't really know this at this point, or Luigi is in the game in some sort. Now this is really interesting because, as far as we know, Luigi has been in a lot of the mainstream Mario games. He was not in Super Mario Sunshine, he was not in Super Mario 64, but since then, he's kind of come out of the woodwork and appeared in these 3D games. I mean, just think about Super Mario Galaxy. In that game, originally, you had to rescue Luigi from a haunted mansion in the galaxy. So that was really cool and kind of makes you think, oh, so, he was in that story, actually. He was, put in the story mode. You rescue him. So if you think about that in terms of Super Mario Odyssey and Luigi still being in the game, what kind of function would he serve? He wouldn't just be a palette swap of Mario and you unlock him at the end. What kingdom could you maybe even unlock Luigi in? Where would he hide? So I have some idea. I think mostly it would kind of be a scary-ish kingdom, so maybe the Wooded Kingdom, right? That kingdom certainly looks scary and would kind of fit the Luigi's Mansion tone, but I also think maybe the Cap Kingdom. It feels like a central kind of, hub world where you go to the world of Cappy, so maybe either you start there or you end there. Maybe it's some sort of like hub world where you kind of go back and be able to choose all these different outfits and, get upgrades or something like that. And that kind of feels like a world where maybe Luigi is trapped in, right? Where, he's very surprised to see you and, have Cappy by your side and you're like, oh, well, this is my brother. And that would be really fun. Also, I think one of the reasons that I think Luigi is in the game is simply because he was playable in the latest game in the series, the 3D Marios, which is Super Mario 3D World. You had a lot of playable characters in that game, not just Mario, not just Luigi, but also Peach, Toad, and spoiler alert, if you haven't played that game already, alright, the unlockable character was Rosalina in the special world. So, having Luigi already been playable in a lot of these games, he was playable in Mario Galaxy and he controlled great. He was a lot of fun. There were a lot of special challenges that, required Luigi and it was really cool. And then, having that whole angle be, okay, this is a treat for the fans, I really like that. Luigi was in the story and that was really cool. So thinking about, having Luigi not appear in the latest 3D Mario game, and having not be playable, that doesn't feel right. I mean, share your comments down below if you think that'd be an okay thing. But to me, personally, it kind of feels like if you did it the couple of times before, you can really count on it this time. And that's what we as fans should do, I also think, like, if you think about it from the other side, there might be some reasons why Nintendo is not doing something like this, okay? So bear with me, because I know this will be sad to say, but as much as I want this to happen, and also I said it in one of the latest videos about, the Mushroom Kingdom being one of the kingdoms in Super Mario Odyssey, I was talking a little bit about, what the Mushroom Kingdom represents for Mario games, and that it probably won't be a full kingdom because the Mushroom Kingdom is a lot of different kingdoms, right? As we normally see, a sand world and a snow world and a normal grassy plains. So I think that either the Mushroom Kingdom is not in the game or maybe in some sort of cutscene, but maybe it will be some sort of hobby kind of world, right? But I think in terms of Luigi, it won't really mesh all that well with the story of Super Mario Odyssey. So that's one of the reasons that Luigi might not be in the game. So think about this, right? The story is about Bowser wanting to marry Peach, and so he kidnaps her, he takes her away to this special place, and he basically arranges this marriage, right? So he steals her away. It's really cool because the story is kind of this push and pull between Bowser and Mario, and Peach as sort of the, I don't want to really call it prize because that's really weird to say, but Mario has to rescue Peach, of course. So it would kind of feel weird having Luigi in that mix because it kind of defeats the purpose. We have this awesome Amiibo 3-pack where you have the 3 figures, and it's Mario, Bowser, and Peach. And it'll be really strange seeing Luigi in that scenario. Kind of almost want Luigi to sort of be a sidekick kind of character in that, where you just hide behind some sort of object and watch it unfold, kind of what he does in the new Mario plus Rabbids game, which I also really love. The cutscenes are great and the gameplay is truly unique. So Luigi, in that sort of context, does he really work? So I want to hear from you guys. Do you think Luigi would work in that story mode? We don't really know all that much about it, but as far as Mario games go, stories aren't usually that big of a focus, so maybe just ignore that for now. I mean, you've probably already seen the pictures, right? Cappy, as a character, does look great on Luigi's green cap. I mean, it does look pretty cool, and I think it really fits Luigi's aesthetic just as much as it does Mario. So I think that there is it visually does work, so I really want to see something like that. We actually, in terms of multiplayer, we know that Luigi co-op is not there. There's no co-op where you're both, a same, character and you walk around the world and you work together. This is sad because, 3D World showed that it is possible. To have 2 players and even 4 players on the screen at the same time in a 3D Mario environment. So that it's not happening in this game is pretty strange, but it is a mainline Mario game and it's a lot different than the standard 3D world that's more linear and stuff like that. So it makes sense in that way. But in Super Mario Odyssey there is some way of co-op, and it is actually using Cappy to help out Mario, with extra jumps, with using the cap to collect certain items and make Mario reach different heights, and it actually looks really cool. You can watch some footage up on YouTube, and you can actually see people playing, together with Cappy, and that looks really cool. So I was just really wondering what you guys thought that would be the case with Luigi in this game. Is he not in this game? Let me know. Do you think that there's some way that they could still squeeze him into the story? I mean, I want to hear from you guys, first and foremost, because, you guys have been asking this question for a long time, saying, hey, do you guys think that this might be a multiplayer game? Now, we know the answer. It is not really a multiplayer-focused game. It's kind of like, I said in the previous video, it's a lot like Breath of the Wild in the sense that it is an open world-ish game, and a lot of you guys really love Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario 64, and they kind of feel open world, right? They feel like these big worlds to explore, but usually it's kind of like a small box still, a small sandbox. This game kind of ups the ante in that aspect, and I really love the game for that. So having multiplayer in that kind of game would have been really amazing, but I think it's been deconfirmed, as far as you can go, because of course it is, Cappy multiplayer kind of puts a wrench in that whole theory. So I want to know what you guys think. Today's comment question is actually, do you think Luigi is in Super Mario Odyssey, and if so, why? Why do you think he is in the game? Is it story reasons? Is it just as a bonus for if you complete the game, you can have that playable character? So let me know in the comments down below. We always pick the most interesting answer, the funniest answer, and we highlight it in the next video. As we did with the previous question, which was actually, what do you think Mario's job is right now? What is his role right now? Because of course there were rumors circulating for a long time, and now it is confirmed that Mario is no longer a plumber. Watch that video, by the way, we put that up yesterday. And this comment, the comment question winner is Green Bolt, and he says Mario is a freelancer, so he does any job that needs him, or get paid in. And that's actually pretty funny. I thinking of the idea that Mario's a freelancer, you know, he does anything that is required of him. That's kind of what he does, right? He plays tennis one time, he drives a cart, he saves the princess, but he also, you know, is a doctor from time to time, and all those kind of different jobs. And I think if we think about a game like Super Mario Odyssey, he wears all these different costumes, does all these different things that kind of wink at Mario's previous jobs, like being a chef in Yoshi's Cookie and all that kind of stuff, and the safari outfit, which I really love. I think that's a really cool nod. So thank you, Green Bolt, for that awesome answer. So today's comment question is, why do you think Luigi is in Super Mario Odyssey? So the best answer gets picked. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. This was blocked content for today. We always appreciate all you guys' input and support. And if you want to see more content, more news, it's always right around the corner. Thank you guys so much.